To Lavender Coco Kitchen. Today's special guest and my first for this year is my daughter, the beautiful LAKSHMI GowDa, who is the driving force behind our sustainable fashion brand, LAKSHMI BEE. Hi,
hey.
LAKSHMI. Welcome to Lavender Coco Kitchen.
What's up, mother?
So, LAKSHMI, can you tell us what is one of your favourite treats?
Ooh, well, I like a lot of treats, as you know,
Yes.
but my favorite is cookies.
Oh, and what kind of cookies?
Chocolate chip, of
Oh,
course.
yeah, my favourite too. Yeah, we all love a good chocolate chip cookie, don't we? Well, what have you noticed about eating too many cookies?
Well, funny you mention that. Developed a little bit of a pudgy gut. I mean, it's not the best. Like, obviously, you know, it's good to have a treat every now and again, but I have noticed that it has impacted my health when I have a little bit too many cookies and a few other little treats on the side. So I would love to know, how can I eat my favorite treat and still have it be super healthy?
Yeah, well, I've got good news for you. Chocolate chip cookies can actually be quite healthy.
What?
Yeah, and as you know, well, I'm vegan and obviously you're vegan too. So whatever we cook here on Lavender Coco Kitchen is always vegan. But I just tell you how to use slightly different ingredients you may not have thought of that make those cookies more healthy.
Wow. Show me. Let's
Okay,
take it away.
No. So normally in chocolate chip cookies, they use, as you know, refined white self-raising flour.
How dare they?
And that is very bad for your skin, your face, you know, your hair, your general appearance, obviously if you can gain weight. So this is something you may not have thought of using in cookies. It's chickpea flour. This is such a healthy flour and a great substitute for normal white flour in baking. And compared to white flour, it's higher in fibre, it's very low in fat and calories. It has many micronutrients that aren't present in normal flour. And so it's very beneficial for your health. And if, like me, as you know, I have diabetes, this is a flour that won't spike blood sugar. Another ingredient that we're using, instead of the usual refined white sugar, which is practically zero nutrients and does nothing good for you, we're going to use organic coconut sugar, which is
tasty.
Yeah, or you might want to smell this.
Yeah. I like coconut.
So what do you think of that? It's got a very rich,
Wow, that smells really nice.
flavour.
It's almost like caramelly.
Yeah, you're right.
Yum.
And it adds a little dimension to the baking, just to give it that extra depth and flavour. Plus this has a lot more nutrients in it. And once again, it won't raise blood sugar levels. It keeps very steady. So it'll actually keep you in a good mood too.
Well, I need that.
It won't give you mood swings. And instead of like the usual butter, which we don't use as vegans, or unhealthy vegetable oil that's been over-processed, we're going to use organic raw coconut oil.
Good for many, many things.
Yes, and as you know, it's very good for your hair and your skin.
I always use it every day.
Yes. Of course, we will add my favourite spices, cinnamon and nutmeg, for a little more flavour. Cinnamon and nutmeg, obviously, like many spices, they have many more health benefits. For extra taste, a bit of vanilla extract.
Delicious.
Yeah, and this I know is one of your favourites and mine. Chocolate. You must get a chocolate that's at least 70% cocoa or higher, because it will have a lot more of the cacao, which is very good for your health, and it will have a lot less of the sugar, which we want to try and cut down on. And of course, always check the ingredients to make sure it's a vegan chocolate. It contains no dairy or no milk products. So as I was saying, even if you don't really like cooking, well, you don't actually have to do much of this recipe.
I can cook, but I don't fully love it or choose to do it.
Yeah.
Especially when someone else is doing it.
But if you don't have anyone else on hand to make it for you, and you don't want to get those unhealthy supermarket cookies, then you can easily and quickly whip up a batch of your own.
Let's do it.
So we start with the chickpea flour, and we need 2.5 cups of this.
2.5?
Which goes straight into the blender.
Alright, let's load this.
Yeah. So now you just need to get 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
Alright.
That just helps it to rise a little.
One of these little
Yeah.
suckers over here.
One of those, yeah. Good. And also a teaspoon of nutmeg and a teaspoon of cinnamon to give that extra taste and extra nutrition. Now is put in the coconut sugar.
Ooh, my favorite.
And yeah, just half a cup of that will be fine. When you get used to having less sugar,
Well,
you
this better
can
be healthy.
reduce the sugar.
Okay.
Start with a half cup of sugar, which probably for me is quite sweet, but as you get used to having less sugar, you can reduce the quantity, which obviously makes it more healthy if the sugar is reduced. So now we just have to put the blender lid on and just blend it so it all combines. We only have the wet ingredients to put in. So that is a teaspoon of vanilla.
Okay.
There's a teaspoon. Oh, actually no, make it 2. Just to let you know, chickpea flour obviously has a stronger flavour than normal flour. So the vanilla helps to make the flour a bit more palatable. Half a cup of the raw coconut oil. So there's the half a cup.
My favorite.
This is a more healthy oil.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And it's actually good for your skin. So we just need half a cup of almond milk or any plant-based milk that you prefer.
Okay.
So let's put half a cup of that. So now we just blend it all up.
Okay.
The easy thing. Now you just got to chop up a bit of this chocolate.
Okay.
We might go for about half a block of chocolate, but feel free to put as much or as little in as you like.
Put a little extra in there.
So if you just grab a knife, you can just chop that up a bit.
Chop it.
Chop it. Now we're going to form the cookies.
Yeah.
So we first need, actually a tip for you is to wet your hands. Makes it a lot easier. And now we just get a spoonful of the dough, like that, however big you want your cookies to be, and just form it into a ball.
Okay.
And then just flatten it a little bit and place it onto the tray. You can make whatever size cookies you prefer. And just make sure there's some chocolate in each ball of dough. So you get that nice chocolatey hit.
We like that.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Press it down, flatten it a bit. Yeah, and you can just keep putting a little extra water on your hands so that they don't get sticky. So, now your delicious cookies are ready for the oven.
Oh, okay.
So, off to the oven. Just keep a note of the time you put them in and check probably after 10 minutes, just give it a quick check, because sometimes depending on your oven it may be hotter and they may cook quicker. So between 10 to 15 minutes should be the right amount of time.
Nice.
So, our delicious cookies are out of the oven.
Yeah!
And ready to eat.
Let's eat
Let's
them.
eat. So, Lakshmi, how do they taste?
Well, let's find out.
Yes.
This is one that I may have eaten previously.
So tell me, do you like the healthier flavour?
Mmm.
How's
Not
that?
bad. But
Is
I
it
think good.
better than your supermarket cookies?
Well, I will say it is a slightly different flavour, but it is very nice. And I like that there's no harsh chemical taste, because sometimes when you eat, you know, those big cookies from the supermarket, it can leave a burn in the back of your throat from all that
true.
sugar. I don't get that with this.
Yay!
Nutritious tastiness.
Well, that's a win-win then. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.